Well, good morning, Brotherhood. This will be the third video I've tried to make. I've messed up on it a couple times. So anyway, sometimes you have to do that. It's called editing. I'm going to do my video. I've been wanting to do this video on all of my 75s. And by the way, hope everybody's having a good morning, good day. God bless y'all, Knife Brotherhood. Brotherhood is strong. And I appreciate all y'all. Appreciate your, there's Nick. Ain't he beautiful? I love Nick. And there's one of my knife apes. He's keeping guard over my 75s. So anyway, I've been wanting to show my 75s. And I'm going to start off with the, I guess you could say synthetic, the micarta, the Delrin. I've got 2 or 3 75s that I want to get. I tried to get the peanut butter and jelly, but it was gone. So I ain't gonna worry about it. So anyway, so the last or the latest 75 that I bought is this yellow Delrin. And I bought it at a hardware store in Rome. And they don't have a big, huge knife, display. But they got some knives, some case knives, and they got good prices. This one, I bought this one because it was the best price that I've seen anywhere. I mean, the best price. So I pulled the trigger on it. And this is the yellow Delrin. And it is CV steel. You can see it's CV steel. Got some patina on it. I got to put a little oil on it. It's got that clip. All of these 75s have the same blade. It's got a clip point, big clip point blade. It's got the sheep's foot blade, which the clip point blade was designed as a all-around use blade for the farmer or the rancher. That's what it was designed for. Sheep's foot blade basically was designed for trimming hooves off of sheep or animals. Sheep foot blade. Nobody's gonna use this blade for that, but this blade's handy. You can do all kind of stuff with it. I mean, it's excellent. I've cut leather with it, with this point here. I've even cut leather with it. It's just a good, useful knife blade. You can see it's CV. It's got the 3375. The 75 is a pattern. The 3 is 3 blades. Then the first three is Delrin. Yellow Delrin, one of my favorite handle materials. It's beautiful. I love it. I like it. It's just a cool handle material. So, the next one, we're going to move on to the micarta. And this black micarta, this is actually the first 75. And my wife Linda bought me this for Christmas 2 years ago. And it's this black micarta. And when you tilt this thing in the light, you can see it looks like wood grain, if you can see that. I love this black micarta. I need to get me a couple more of them of the different patterns. This has got the brushed looking bolsters. They're not shiny, not polished. You can see it's got this case arrowhead shield. It's a beautiful shield. I love it. But this one's got the same blades. All of these have the same blades. And these are, you see this isn't a polished blade. It's a brush looking blade. I like it. I like the stainless steel. You can see on the, it says, I just heard my rooster, stainless steel right here. But black micarta's a great handle material. It's rugged. It's good for EDC, everyday use. I'm gonna move on to this natural micarta one, and I got this one last year. I've actually got my son-in-law one for Christmas. Natural micarta. This is a pretty handle material. It's got the bow tie shield right here. There's your pile side. It's stainless steel also. These are polished. The bolsters are polished. The blades are polished. It's a beautiful knife, y'all. Great carry knife. Great carry knife. So I'm gonna move on to the bone. This is another one that Miss Linda got me for Christmas. This is the crimson bone. And this is a beautiful bone material, y'all. And they've got a lot of different patterns in this crimson bone. I know they got the sod busters, they got the mini copper locks, the trappers. But this is the only crimson bone I have. I gotta get me a couple of them. But it's polished, you know, everything's polished. You can see there's the shield. It's an oval shield, classic case oval shield. But it is a gorgeous bone. These things are put together good. I hadn't had any issues with any of them. The snap on this one isn't the best, but I think I need to probably clean it. So that's the that's the crimson bone. We're gonna move on to this one. This is the amber bone, and I bought this one before I bought this one at the same hardware store. Both of these were excellent prices, excellent. And I don't know about y'all, but I love this amber bone. This is just it's a classic looking bone. It's just a pretty bone to me. You can see some of the tints right here. My first impression of this is almost like stag looking. It's not stag, but it kind of looks like it. Beautiful bone. I love it. Same 3 blades, stainless steel. And that's the thing about these. You know, if you want to carry one, there's so many different handle materials and shields and all. I mean, you can, you know, if you just want to get one of them just to carry, you can, you know, you got just so many options to pick from, because everybody's got different taste. I'm sorry about that. Y'all had to get me a drink of Coke. That coffee leaves a little. So anyway, I'm gonna move on to the next one. I bought this one not too long ago. And I'll tell you, I love this bone. I've never been that big of a fan of the natural bone, but it's really grown on me. But when these came out with this red, white, and blue shield, I'm like, oh my goodness. I love it. I love the flag shield. Probably because I'm patriotic. I like the natural bone. This thing was put together well. You can see how the blades are. That's a lot of blades to cram in the liners. But it's a good, well put together case. All the pins. I mean, it's a beautiful knife, and it's polished. And it's polished stainless steel. It is a stain. No, I'm sorry. Let me back up. It's polished, but it's not stainless steel. It's CV or CS. That's one of the reasons I bought this. I apologize for that, but it is a CS blade. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. It's just a nice carry, because it's got the carbon steel, but it is a polished, you know, blade. So I'm gonna move on to the crown jewel. And this is the one Big J, I know he carries a lot. He bought this, I guess, when they came out. These things right here, you cannot find them. You can't find them. And when you do find one, they're expensive. I've got the Saudi in this. I want the full-size trapper in this, but shoot, man, you can't find them anywhere. Smoky Valley Sunset. I hadn't carried this one. If they wasn't so scarce, I would. But you can see it doesn't have a shield. Carbon is $10.95. Blades are $10.95. Let's see what it says on the spade blade. See, $10.95. I love $10.95 steel. I'm just not a steel. You know, I can use D2, I can use 440 stainless, I can use 1095, I can use CV, CS. I'm just not I don't worry about the steels that much, because at the end of the day, I don't care what steel you use, you're gonna have to sharpen it. And you're gonna put some little places on your steel. But it's just the way it is. So I don't worry about, I get the knife pattern I like, all the steels work good. So that's just my philosophy. I'm not worried about all the steels. I'm not gonna get on a rant about that, but. So this is probably one of my favorite ones. Like I said, it's like finding hen's teeth. It's just not, there's not many of them out there. I don't know, I know Big J's got one, but I don't know who else. But so this is a case event knife. I bought this this was UG White Mercantile up in Alabama. It was at the Case, it was last year's Case tour, and this is 75. Stainless steel, polished bolsters, polished blades. It's got this engraving. I didn't get any of the event knives this year. I've got them from last year, but you can see it's got that pretty green bone. It's got the Alabama map on it, our state symbol. So it's a nice one. It's a nice one, beautiful bone. So I'm got a couple vintage ones here, and I'm always looking for the vintage 75s. So this is a red bone. I found this in an antique store in Hiwassee, Georgia. And you can see it's got that classic Case shield. Beautiful bone. I've carried this one some. There's a tang stamp. And this is CV for sure. This one's been used, but there's no markings on the secondary blades. This is a sheep's foot blade that you can tell it's been broke. I'm not gonna redo this blade. I'm gonna keep it as is. It's got some character, so I'm just gonna keep it as is. And it's got your sheep's foot. No markings on it. Beautiful, beautiful knife. Beautiful bone. Got some good snap to it, for sure. So this will be my last one. My last one. I bought this one at an antique store in Heflin, Alabama. And one of the favorite things about this, my favorite things about this one, I like this shield right here. I really like this shield. It's carbon steel, or CV steel rather. And I think this is an amber bone. I would think it's an amber bone or a brown bone, but it looks like an oak amber bone. I ain't for sure. But you can see it's got, there's your tang stamp. It's got some nice tiner on it. Good snap on this bad boy. I've carried this in a little bit. 63.75. Nice sheep's foot blade, and it's got the spade blade. Yes, and the spade blades are useful. A lot of people don't like them, but I do. I even like these short ones right here. It's just a good handy blade. You know, it doesn't matter where, you know, you cut an apple with it, you can cut a box with it, or if you want to skin an animal. Just so many uses for it. So many. All these blades. And this one, one of the things I like about these knives is the size of them. I wear a large size glove, so I got a large hand. Fits in there. Great user. You can see I get full 4 fingers on it. That's what makes this knife so useful. This is just a ranch and farm knife. That's all it's for. That's what it was designed for, y'all. And I'm gonna show you a medium Stockman compared. You can see a medium Stockman compared to this full size Stockman. You can see the difference in them. This one, yeah, the medium ones are good size. You can get 4 fingers on the medium Stockman, but you're pushing it a little bit. So these are my 75s, and I enjoy them. I like them. I'm gonna keep carrying them. I think it's an awesome, awesome pattern, y'all. Say hey to Nick. I got my knife ape here. I mean, it really is. It's an awesome pattern. If you hadn't tried one, you should try one. Step out a little bit. I think you'll like them. It's my 3rd favorite pattern, you know. Sodbuster, Trapper, 75, Copperhead. Wonderful pattern, y'all. Good working knife. And I do carry these in a holster or a sheath on my side. So y'all have a great day. I'm at 17 minutes. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm gonna start doing my patterns. It's not an open tag or anything. You can do whatever. So y'all have a great day. Remember, keep your armor on, keep your sword, and God bless you. Y'all have a safe day. It's George Adventure. Appreciate it if you comment on these. Let me know which one's your favorite, you know. But anyway, y'all have a great day. God bless you. Thanks.